Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream. Here we are in a very wet and windy London Stansted, and as you can see I managed to get our custom CUDA livery onto the 757, and today we are flying CUDA cargo here with the flight factor 757. I also have installed the CUDA Rolls-Royce RB211 engine mods as well, and so these engines are looking absolutely amazing. Install tutorial for that coming soon as well. So today's flight, we're going to be flying from London Stansted up to Cork in Ireland. Weather is pretty horrendous, so it's going to be an interesting flight here. So yeah, should be good. And we are using the Mango Studio sound pack, of course. Absolutely brilliant. So let's go. Hey Caleb, welcome to the stream. Thomas13, welcome to the stream. The 757 is a very nice bed. It is. I really do enjoy it. It's pretty cool. It definitely is. So let's jump into the cockpit here. We are using Boundless Stansted here today. And what I actually want to do is just brief the route here for you guys. So let me bring up Navigraph here for you. Hello Nikki, welcome to the stream. And alrighty, so there's Navigraph. Okay, so as you can see, it is IFR conditions here, and we are going to be departing runway 22 and the Nugba 1 Romeo departure, and then we're going to fly to the west, past Wales, over to Ireland, and then we're going to be arriving on the Vapor 1 Gulf arrival and doing the ILS into runway 34 here at Cork. Now if I just go to Valanta, you would see this huge sort of storm front coming down from the north of the UK. We've not actually got most of it here, down here, but we may hit some of that on our route if it shifts down. So yeah, this is live weather, of course, and weather in the UK not looking good at the moment. but bad weather makes for fun streams. How about that? So, alrighty. Let's get on with the flight. So, let's get the batteries on. Standby power, external power on. Lovely stuff. Right. So, wing logo light can go on. Get all the electric and engine hydraulic pumps can go on. Set our ADIS to nav, and EECs can also go on for now. Emergency exit lights can be armed. We'll get both of those on, even though we are just a cargo flight. And let's see here, packs auto. Open all of these up for now. Get these to auto as well. All right, so I did actually get all the charts ready for our flight here today on Avitab. Make it a bit bigger. And I also got the OFP here for you guys. So let's go ahead and do the flight plan here. Actually, what we do need to do first is board, get everything on board. So let's see here. So right, so our zero fuel weight is currently 59.5 tons, and we want 84.7. So I'm just gonna go what's that, 14 pallets for now. Let's see what their puts us. 89, sorry, 80. Right, so we'll go max pallets for the cargo. And then we still need another 2,000, so we'll just add some here. So we'll go 4,700, and that should put us at a zero fuel weight, which is approximately what SimBrief is giving us. And then fuel here today, we can see is going to be block fuel 83.24. So we'll put that in 8324. Actually, you know what? We're going to take 8,600 just because the weather conditions are really not very good. So that looks good. Optimize the CG. That looks better. Load the plane. Alright, so aircraft is now loading. And we can get the FMC all prepped here. Alright. Hello, Ben. Welcome to the stream. So, right, so position in it, we are at Echo Golf Sierra Sierra. And we'll set our GPS position, go to route. We are going to Echo India Charlie Kilo, EICK. Departing runway is going to be, go to the flight plan, next page, 22. Good stuff, so we'll go to departure here. We're departing runway 22 on the Nugba 1 Romeo. And okay, so we can go back to route, insert that, go to route, next page. Right, so from, let me zoom in for you. So from Nugba, we're going Mike 183 on the airway, Mike 183 to Silver. From there to Papa 86 to Didsa to November 14. Oxor then we're going direct to Bib Pay. I don't know how you pronounce that, but we'll go with that. Big Pay. Direct to Felka. So Felka. From there direct to Offsox. So Offsox. There it is. Then to Banba. And it'll be the first one here. To Vapor. and then onto our star. So we go departure, arrival, go to the index, arriving ILS 34, and on the Apple 1 Golf. There it is. So we'll insert that, and let's just go through the flight plan here. Direct Mbappe. Right, so plan. And we'll just zoom out here and let's just go through the flight plan. Make sure there's no discontinuities, which there is not. That looks good to me. And alright, so we're going to bring up the flight plan here again. And so let's see, we're cruising flight level 340. Cost index is 18. Cruise wind 284 at 004. And then 0 fuel weight. We'll do that afterwards. We'll let that sense it. Reserves, so our alternate is Dublin, which we need 2.34, and then our fin res is 1.5. So that's going to be 3.8 for the reserves in total, and we'll let the aircraft get everything on board here. So our position lights can go on as well, and delimiters. And right, so landing altitude, let me just grab that from Navigraph here. So landing altitude at Cork 502. So let's set that 500. That's all set. And let's get the APU. That's not the APU. There's the APU. We'll get the APU started. So yeah, we are using the Mango Studio sound pack today, and you can get 20% off using my code DrishalMAC2 on any sound pack. I'll quickly show you the plugin interface that they have as well, which is really nice. So you can toggle on and off the speed brake deploy sound, the rotation noise, and this pitch sensitivity is for this rotation noise. Passenger noise, so we've got that off today because we are flying cargo, and then you can choose between these two, either approaching decision height or approaching minimums. So yeah, really nice, simple, easy to use plugin interface as well. Right, so I'll need to bring the engine display up here as well. Let's set, what was our cruise altitude? Was it 340 if I remember right? It was indeed 340. So we'll set the 340 there. Put this back to map. And let's see how long we've got on the IRS. 3 minutes. Okay, not too bad. In the meantime, get all of this good stuff on. We can get fuel pumps on. APU is running. Window heat can go on as well. And yeah, all of that is looking good. So, temperature in Stansted is 14 degrees, so we won't be needing anti-ice here on the way out, which is good. And yeah, look at that. Very nice inbuilt ground services. Very nice airport from Boundless. Let's show you around a little bit. Can't go too high because we have a very overcast conditions. But yeah, really nice airport. SAM integration, or is it AutoGate? I can't remember. One of the two, but it works really nice. Nice textures. Nice autos, lovely runway, as we have a Ryanair 737 taking off there, it looks like. Yeah, Boundless, very nice airports. This, Dublin, all very good. And we do have the True Earth installed as well, but I don't think we're going to get a good look at True Earth today with this weather. But we did check out True Earth in the last stream, actually. So, while the IRS gets aligning, let's get our pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
We won't move before it's aligned, but we can get it all set up, can't we? Right, let's go somewhere like that.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
We have our angry tug driver there, as you always tend to get with better pushback in the UK. And I think everything else is good. We're going to get all the doors closed. Aircraft should be loaded, which it is. So let me just make sure we're on APU gen, we're not on external power. And now we can remove all of that, close all the doors. Parking brake is set. And we can finish up the FMC here. So 84.1, that is correct. And we'll do flaps 5. You know what I do want to do actually is...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Right. Get our V speeds, CG, trim 3.6, so let's get that set here. And that's about 3.6 set. And what was our V2? 150, which it will have already set. Lovely. So flight directors on the auto throttle, LNAV and VNAV can go on. Oh no, it won't work yet until those align, but that's fine. It shouldn't be too far away. 1 minute. Everything else here is looking good to go. Look at that. Beautiful. Hello, Michael.
Pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Any tips with Visual XP and the new update? Everything looks extremely bloomy and just too bright. If I adjust the exposure, the cockpit becomes way too dark. Even though I'm satisfied with the look outside. Yeah, unfortunately, Visual XP is not working how it should in the latest update. So therefore, I recommend not using it right now. I don't have it installed currently. I removed it until it gets an update, which it should be getting fairly soon. I am going to get in contact with the Sim Editions team who developed Visual XP and see if I can get an ETA for you guys. But yeah, for right now, I don't recommend using it. Yeah, Calum is correct, and the night lighting does work, but in the log there was a lot of it was throwing up a lot of errors in the background causing stutters, so I completely removed it for now. Right, so looks like we are good for pushback here. Let's get our the collision light on, and we'll go alt off. Release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, so we can start engines, and we'll get the packs off, and we'll go with engine number 1 first. We'll get that started here. No worries, Michael. I'm about an hour away from Dubai to taking off out of Birmingham. Oh, long flight. While we were flying. Right. Should get the fuel in. Looks like my sounds were way down. And alright, that looks stable. We have a good start. And let's start engine number 2. They do start very quickly in this add-on. I don't believe they should be that quick once we put the fuel in, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they fix that. Yeah, that looks a little bit quick, maybe. Or maybe it's fine. Doing a BAW flight between Gatwick and Tampa, had a CTD. 777V2, yes. This is the flight factor 777. I have a full video on my not a video, full review on XPlaneReviews.com if you do want to check it out. We should go flaps 5 now as well, and we've got a good start on both engines, so they can go over to continuous mode. Packs can come back on.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tows. Stand by.
Get the gens on. APU gen can go off. Bleed can go off. APU, wrong one. APU itself can go off. And everything else is looking good here. I thought this was Microsoft Flight Sim for a sec. Hey, it does look good. It does look good. I'm looking forward to the Bluebird 757 actually. That should be pretty cool. And alright, let's take a look at the charts. So, okay, so we're taking off runway 22. So we're going to taxi here out of the cargo apron, make a right onto Juliet, left Papa, and then we'll go all the way down.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Yeah, exactly. So, that looks good to me. We'll let them show us the pin and we should be good to go here. Lovely. Keep an eye out for the pin. There it is. So, now in the flight factor 767 and 757, you do need to wait for this to go away before you can move. It does take quite a long time, even after better pushback finishes what it's doing. So we're going to have to wait for this before we can start taxiing. Otherwise, it's just like you're stuck in mud. So we'll wait for that. And once they disappear, we should be good to go here. There it is. So, runway turn-off lights can go on. That landing light should not be on. But anyway, we release the parking brake. And we'll get out of here. When we get to the runway, I think what we'll do is we'll do an external. Actually, I'll ask you guys. Do you guys want a toga from outside so you can hear some of the external engine sounds? Or do you want just a regular toga from the cockpit? Let me know. Right, also weather radar can go on. So that can go to weather. And then, I don't have a proper view set, but we can get weather on here. How about both? We can do. We can do. And look at the weather. You know, we'll just get that off for now so we can see our MD. So make a right here. Yeah, lovely scenery from Boundless. Now, these window reflections, I do have in here. I have reflections completely turned off, and yet I still have window reflections. I'd rather have these off, to be honest. They're a bit too visible for my liking. So, yeah, it'd be nice for those to actually be removed. But there you go. They're not too bad. They're just a bit too prominent for me. Oh, hello Reese, welcome to the stream. Beautiful, you can see some of the new weather effects there with the wet runway. Hate them as well. I'm guessing could find the texture and make it transparent. You know, when I was doing the CUDA mods, I think I did find the reflection, sort of OBJ or whatever they use in the Plane Maker, so I thought I might be able to remove them. I need to try it. I just don't want to break anything. Watching you from Valencia. Oh, yeah, I know who you're with. Right, let's speed up the taxi here a little bit. And we do need to make a left here. Then we'll take a right. So on Saturday night, I should be streaming again, and this time a brand new XPlane 12 scenery package, a city scenery package actually. provided by Orbx, brand new, not out yet to the public. So we shall be streaming that on Saturday. Orbx has been really, really good recently. They actually reposted my Orbx TrueF stream on their socials, so that was really nice of them. And alright, we're almost ready for takeoff here. We'll take this next left and we'll just get all the landing lights. The strobe light can go on. TCAS, TARA. And we'll make a left here. Weather radar can go on. Alright, just because Traffic Global likes to put a lot of traffic at this airport, we will just have a look, see if there's anything on final. There's a 7.3 actually, but he's quite far out, so we should be good. Look at those weather effects. Very nice. Alright, so we'll do we'll go toga outside and then we'll do our proper toga after that in the interior, so you guys can hear both sounds. And that 7.3 shouldn't be a problem. Auto brake should be RTO. And we have flaps 5 set. Let's hit recall. Nothing on recall. And LNAV, VNAV. So we'll line up with the runway. And alright, let's set the parking brake and go for a external toga here. Lovely, lovely effects there as well. Right, so let's just cancel that. Right, now we'll go for our proper takeoff. So we'll spool them up 40%. And toga. Beautiful sounds. As you can see, rain effects in this aircraft are broken after 12.1. 80 knots. We have asymmetrical thrust, no idea why. Rotate. And gears going up. Flyby. Beautiful. Look how much it wants me to pitch up there on the flight directors. Crazy amount of power. There's the throttles coming back. We'll pitch down here. 12.1 looking really good. And we'll continue hand flying here. We have to make a left turn shortly. TrueF looking very nice. Yeah, lots of power. Let's go flaps 1. Pitch down slightly. There's our right turn. There are the flight directors. And alright, we'll go flaps up at that point. So we can get a nice view of TrueF. No, we can't. We can there. Looking pretty good. Oh, we need to pitch up. Alright, let's get the autopilot in there. And yeah, it is gonna, there is a stop altitude of 4,000. You are correct, Nikki. Thought on 7.5, you don't arm VNAV until 400 foot. Could mess up. Maybe. But I don't generally turn on autopilot that quick anyway, so. The fix I sent in DM for towless planes does work on, oh, does it? On the 7.5 and 7.6? Oh, brilliant, thank you. I'll add that. Yeah, there is a 4,000 restriction, unfortunately, but that might give us some time to admire this lovely ortho from Orbx. Hello V Skycheck, welcome to this stream. Yeah, it looks brilliant, doesn't it? It really does. So right, so we are clean, flaps are up, speed brakes, we're never really armed in the first place, but that's fine. And yeah, holding here, 250, 4,000. Once we get past the constraint on this SID, we will ascend to 34,000 foot, flight level 340. Brilliant. And yeah, I do need to refine this livery a little bit. Currently I've only got the CUDA RB211 textures painted for it, but oh, that turn, beautiful. But I will get the PW engines painted up for this livery, as long as well as the default. RB211 is painted up, so anyone can use them, whether you have CUDA or not, and then releasing it. Look at this weather. This looks very good. Yeah, really happy with 12.1. I'm going to turn the gain, the brightness on that down, on the weather down a little bit. It's really bright. Never mind, looks like it's disappeared anyway. Right, looking good. So, just zoom out on the ND here a little bit. There, oh, okay, yep, there comes the weather. Is it one of these, the brightness for it? Nope, that's for the whole. Oh yeah, look at that red sail. Oof. This is gonna be a, this is gonna be bumpy. We might be able to climb, we will not be able to climb above it. Well, this can be interesting. There's our, we're after the restriction. See, it's cleared up now. Alright. Let's see what happens. But it's going to be interesting, this weather. Definitely. Yeah, I did some testing today, looking at whether Active Sky XP was more accurate, or whether default live weather was more accurate in XPlane. Now, if some of you watched my previous Active Sky video, you'd know that Active Sky did win. It was more accurate in my opinion when I did testing at various locations. I am happy to say though, this time it was pretty much an even split, about 50-50. In some cases, Active Sky was a bit more accurate, and in some cases, XPlane default was more accurate. However, both were very, very accurate. When one, you know, was the one which is less accurate, I'm only talking like 1 degree out on temperature, or something, you know, very silly. They were both incredibly accurate. So I'm going to be doing more testing in the coming days, but yeah, XPlane default live weather working beautifully right now. And this is default live weather. Don't know about the 757, but 738 not allowed to fly into red cells. Yes, I'm pretty sure the 75 is the same. I think IRL, pretty sure in the UK most airports don't have planes follow restrictions now, since sitting there like 4K creates a ton of noise. Yeah, yeah, most likely. I'm pretty sure ATC would have just told us to ignore that restriction, to be honest. Very happy with Active Sky. Yeah, I've been using Active Sky for about 6 months and really enjoy it. I only stopped using it just to be doing some testing on 12.1. Really happy with XPlane default live weather. But since I have it, might as well be using it, right? So yeah, very good, but it's also nice to see the default improving as well. And the turbulence modeling did get a big improvement, so this is much better than before, because before, well, the aircraft could barely handle the turbulence, but this looks okay. Look at the wing flex and the rudder. Very nice. Isn't active sky only injecting weather but uses default grid files? Yeah, it only injects weather. So visually you probably won't see a difference most of the time, to be honest. It's just, you know, some of the back end stuff like temperature, QNH, that stuff, which is more accurate. Oh, we're getting more turbulence now, look at this. A321 Joshi, welcome to the stream. Just love the flap sound from Mango. Yeah, absolutely. Really, really good. Meaning planes, world restrictions out of LHR, I'd have them flying over at 7k, not 7. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if if the shuttle that goes from Heathrow to Manchester, if they stayed at what is it, 6k stop altitude on their SIDs, they'd just, you know, cruise at 6k all the way to Manchester, right? So right, we're well above 10,000, so we can get our turn off lights off. And the click spot for this one's a bit weird. Look at this. Landing lights can go off as well. Everything else is good. We are at the clouds, out of that cell. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at the cells over there. Looks very, very good in my opinion. Yeah, good to see XPlane improving like this. I realised we did not set our QNH, but that can be on standard for now, and we'll make sure we get that set for our arrival into Cork. Yeah, nicely working weather radar as well. Look at that. Looks very, very good. And let's see here. Yeah, True Earth and XPlane 12.1, absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Very, very good indeed. It's a good aircraft, but the low resolution on PFD and MFD bothers me a lot. Looks okay when you do this. From back here, it does look slightly low res. Admittedly, a bit difficult to read. When you zoom in, it's okay. Yeah, I guess could be better. But I have my view fairly zoomed out anyway, so it's not too bad. 36 degrees in Dubai. Oh wow, very warm. Beautiful. And I think for some of these older aircraft, I'm going to have, you know, the CUDA livery, whether it's CUDA Cargo or CUDA. But then I think I'm going to do some retro liveries as well, but I need to have a think what I'll do for retro. So really modern livery isn't going to look, isn't going to look right on an A310 or a 747-200 or something like that. So I need to work up a retro livery too. Using active sky? Not today, Elton, not today. Packs have been cool, 22 degrees so far, bumped it up to 27. Very nice. We do have some nice orthos going into Cork and a lovely custom airport there as well. So let's see, where's the top of the set, top of climb here. Top of climb is there, top of descent, 160 nautical miles out roughly, not too bad. We can go to the progress page here. Actually, if we go to descent, it'll be here once we get to the top of climb. And yes, so Saturday I'll be streaming the Orbx scenery. You guys will see that pop up on your subscription feed fairly shortly. I'll get that scheduled in. That's Saturday night, same time as always, 1900 Zulu. And I see Orbx doing some more XPlane 12 stuff recently. Central should be coming soon for TrueF. And then I think they'll be getting on to upgrading the rest of their TrueF series as well for XPlane 12. So yeah, really nice. Found active sky kind of inaccurate the other day when I was on final. There was overcast from nowhere, clear skies. Every cloud. Yeah, that was the issue I had with active sky before. It was good and accurate, but sometimes it just seemed to error, not read that there was any weather and just clear sky within a matter of minutes. XPlane default doesn't do that. As we hit some turbulence here. Oh, look at this. That's very loud and XP realistic. Where's turbulence? Yeah, we'll turn that down slightly, I think. Alright, some random turbulence out of nowhere there. Yeah, so using XPlane weather from now on. Yeah, you know, I've been using XPlane default live weather for the last week since 12.1 come out for testing, and have had no issues with it. It's working really well, no clouds popping in and out. And you know, I did an accuracy test today to see how accurate it is, and XPlane default really held up against active sky. So there may not be much of a need to be using active sky anymore, you know. Got a little airport down there. Yeah, 12.1 has been a massive upgrade for XPlane, just absolutely huge. I would not want to be flying into that. But yeah, that is the huge cell that I showed you guys on Volanta earlier. That was slightly north of where we were. That is that. So you can see we've sort of just missing it at the moment, but I think that's going to come down south over the UK tonight. So what aircraft do you guys want to see me fly on Saturday then? Let me know. Still need to teach myself the Fearless 742 in the progress of doing that. Elton, I think they're just focusing on the Microsoft Flight Sim version, which they recently released. Hopefully they should be putting some more updates into it, but yeah, might not be necessary anymore, to be honest with you. Yeah, I need to get into the 742. Definitely. I'd love to be streaming that for you guys. Yeah, I know, I can't wait to stream the 777. Can't wait to show all you guys. Feels like every developer is converting fully to my... Yeah, I think they're just taking advantage of the huge... you know, client base that they can get from there. You know, from a business point of view, it's understandable. But yeah, it'd be nice if we have some developers staying with XPlane, which we do. Some very good developers at that. But yeah, you know, that's why I mentioned it's really nice to see Orbx. You know, they had a bit of a break from XPlane stuff for a while. But it's nice to see all the XPlane stuff getting updated. Yeah, bringing out new XPlane 12 products as well. So really nice to see them, Orbx back, doing stuff for XPlane. For sure, Elton, yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's a lot of devs that won't be going anywhere. But you know, we lost I&I. The A300 did get an update and the Beluga eventually, but it took quite a while. Oh, B-Sky trip, really? That's good to hear. I think the Microsoft Flight Sim add-on market can be good, but there's also a lot of bad stuff on the marketplace. You know, I'm not going to name names, but I think we all know of some Microsoft Flight Sim developers that the aircraft that they're producing and selling is just really not up to scratch. But yeah, there you go. I think some will come back to XPlane. That's definitely good news there, V-Sky check. That is true as well, yeah, when XPlane releases their own marketplace. Yeah, I just hope it's better managed than the Microsoft one. Because the Microsoft one, like I just said, there's a lot of very subpar add-ons there. So I really think that the quality of add-ons should be kept high on that marketplace. Because the issue I see with it is, look, if you know you're buying a bad product and then you buy it, nothing wrong. That's you know, your choice. What the issue is new people coming into the sim, coming into the hobby. They might not know what's good, what's bad, not know what to look for potentially, and then they see that on a Microsoft marketplace. You know, it's sort of endorsed by Microsoft, right? If it's on their marketplace, so they think, oh, it's got to be decent, and then buy it, and it's just not what it should have been at all. But yeah, anyway. XPlane add-ons still very, very nice. I mean, I'm so glad they upgraded True Earth. It's absolutely amazing. Really, really is. Oh, that's great, Thomas. Yeah, my first flight sim was XPlane 10, and then I moved to XPlane 11, XPlane 12. I did have FSX for a while, never really got into it. Got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 when it came out. Was sort of disappointed by it, to be completely honest. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim, it's a nice sim. I still fly in it occasionally. But yeah, my main sim will always be XPlane. At this rate, at least. I just love XPlane. I'm familiar with it now, you know. Finding errors, finding issues. Been using it for so long. And when Laminar put out updates like this, it's all I fly. All I've flown is XPlane recently, so... Looks like we got a lovely bridge down there. Bristol just over there, not far away at all. Cardiff just down here, blocked by the clouds. Heading to south of Wales now. Looks like there's a bit of a cell in front of us. Really hope Tolis ups their modelling game with the 330 though. Yeah, we must be aware there's two different sims with two different... Absolutely B-Sky check, yep, that's always worth reminding us of, for sure. We're gonna ignore that as a library I've not installed. Yep, Calum, absolutely. So many new stuff. I think third-party XP devs need to start pushing textures, res, and poly count on the geometry. Engine nacelles always look blocky on most add-ons. Yeah, I do think one thing that holds them back from doing this is performance. XPlane hasn't and what isn't the most you know, optimized. When you start adding more, you know, higher poly count, higher res textures, you know, XPlane can really start to struggle. So I think it's a decision they have to make on, you know, quality over performance, keeping it right for everyone. But yeah, it would be nice to see, and if XPlane can, you know, improve the optimization to help add-on devs do that, then yeah, all for it, absolutely. Hello RMC, welcome to the stream. Been stuck on Zebo for 7 years now, have no plans to change yet, still very much to learn. Oh, the Zebo is my first aircraft I flew in XPlane 12, as in XPlane 10 or 11 actually. Only thing I flew for a very long time till I got toeless, which was only, what, last August I think? So yeah, 737, Zebo, love it. Always learning new things about the 737, even after, you know, flying it for years and years. Great few years to be an XPlane, absolutely. Itchbins Traffy, welcome to the stream. How are you, mate? I am good, thank you very much. How are you? FlyJSim 727, 732, flight factor 777, variants of the 787, 350 V2, yeah, and Tola 330. It's going to be very good. Going to be very good. Yeah, XPlane's finally started to work on performance and are improving very much. They are. I got a nice performance boost in 12.1. Really happy. How is the flight factor 767-400? Their best aircraft to date, excluding 777 V2. Their best aircraft to date. Very, very good. Texture did take a step up in the 767-400. You know, actually, that's an aircraft we need to stream again, I think. Not flown that in a while. But yeah, 767-400 is really, really nice. I do admittedly prefer the 300. Not from a performance or a quality point of view, just purely because the 300 is older. I prefer it. You know, nothing to do with the actual add-on itself. But yeah, 400, very, very good indeed. I think I had Microsoft Flight Sim installed 4 times, hoping for an improvement, but got disappointed every time. Yeah, it has disappointed me a lot before. I mean, the only reason I'm still using it right now is because of the frame gen mod, to be honest with you. Otherwise, it was too stuttery. Yeah, it's just really not the best. Has anyone had to stop the low oil pressure alarm in Zebo? If you post a video in my Discord, I'd be more than happy to help. First flight sim was FS2 around 1984, so much has happened during 40 years. Oh yeah, flight sims have come a long, long way. I mean, you know, I've only been... Why are we descending? Oh, we slowed down. Alright, still 80 miles to go to our top of the descent. Looks like the autopilot is struggling a little bit here. We're starting to oscillate. Just keep an eye on this. Yeah, even since XPlane 10, even XPlane 11, flight sim's come a long way. A long, long way. Makes me think what we're going to have in 10, 15, 20 years, you know? I agree with Drisha, however, once the 777 is fully out, it will take the lead. Yes, it will, for sure. RMC, yeah, disable failures, yeah, that'd be a good place to start, actually. So we're just going to skim over the top of this cloud. Just Lamina is aware weather creating oscillations on cruise. Next beta will fix it. Oh really? Okay, perfect, thank you. Yeah, this is the first flight I've done on beta 3, so we did just update before the stream to the 3rd beta, which just came out today, so maybe this is a new bug in the beta. But the aircraft seems to be sort of back on track now. That wasn't too bad at all, but we'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for that VSky check. What is that flashing? Is that lightning? No, it's a weird lighting bug, it seems, because we're skimming over the top of this cloud. Let's just go up to 36, I think. Just so we're over the top of this cloud. Just got the message from Ben. Brilliant. Thank you for that. Right, let's just cruise. Put 360 in here. What's new in beta 3? It was mainly just bug fixes, I'm pretty sure. Did they fix Toga bug? I'm not aware of any Toga bug. Let me see if I can take a look at the release notes. Alright, 12.1 beta 3 release notes. I can probably show you guys this, can't I? Let me bring this up on screen for you. So, F14 fuel tanks, XPlane 12 hangs when querying some IP address. These are all just bug fixes, really. I'm not seeing anything to do with a Toga bug, so looks like not. Don't forget top of descent. Yep, about 60 nautical miles out if we go descent here. Not too far away. Okay, it looks like it's a little bit better, but we're still getting this flashing, so I think that's just part of it. But oh, look at these textures. Right, anyway, yeah, this flashing is definitely because we're on the edge of this cloud, I think. Or maybe it's lightning. I'm really not too sure. Yeah, and this my flat's been jumping around. It should just happen. Drop 400 foot while climbing. Push me up another. Right, kill him. Yeah, it's just a bug, it looks like. Okay. That's interesting. At least it's not the actual 757. We are going to set auto brake 3 for this landing. And we can take a look at the charts. So, you know, we don't need these anymore. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of them. VAPOR, we need to be above flight level 180, then above 6,000, max 220 knots at ATLAM, and then GOSTA 3,000. So that looks fine. Let's get our ILS frequency, which is 10915, and then a course of 344. So let's put that in 10915, and the course was 344. So 344 set. 12.1 added so much, I wonder what they could add in 12.2. Yep. I know. Might be lightning drish. The beta lighting system is also new. Needs some adjusting. Yeah, it could be lightning, to be completely honest with you. Could be. Does need adjusting though. So ground speed 452, not too bad. Oh, the textures on those, on these knobs here look really bad. Until I zoom in. Oh, they won't fix themselves. Okay, look at that. Yeah. The only thing with the 757, the textures do look a bit, well, yeah, not very good at times. It's an aging aircraft, but it could do with a bit of an overhaul, to be honest. Could you briefly explain how to sync up the flight plan with autopilot? Do you mean in the FMC? We can do that. How do you get wing views in XPlane 12? So all you got to do, a bit difficult right now because I'm in a freighter aircraft, but just use comma and the full stop key to move forward through the cabin. Go to one of the windows, find the view you want, look out the window, and then hit control and a number on your numpad, and that'll save the view. So then when you click that numpad button without control, it will go to that saved view location. I'll do a video on it actually. I think that's a good idea. That was so cool with the contrails. Looks good. These RB211s. The CUDA mod looks brilliant. Is the weather bug with XPlane weather only or with active sky? Yeah, I'm not sure on that actually. Just installed latest beta, haven't tested it. Let me know how it goes. Found out to disable FXAA in the settings file because on my 2K monitor it looks blurry. Even without FXAA, the new MSAA looks a lot better. No need for sharpening. Well, good. Good to hear that. I'm on a 1080p monitor, and the new anti-aliasing has been really good for me. Looks really nice. I'm only on 2 times, I think, and it looks very good. Is it the Mango Studio soundpack? It is. Hello, BeamNG Studios. Welcome back. Yeah, Mango Studio soundpack. If you do want to pick it up, you can use code DRISHAL20 for 20% off. And it is a soundpack I highly recommend. It changes the 757 a lot. So we are getting to our top of descent. First restriction was 8,000, so we'll set that. We'll go back to VNAV. Set 8,000. There we are. And we'll start a descent shortly here into Cork. Do you think XPlane could implement an MMO using servers for the mobile one? Maybe not for the mobile one, but I think they are implementing some sort of multiplayer. I want this game so bad. Yeah, it's really, really good. XPlane 12 is brilliant. It's a brilliant simulator. To buy my first Mango soundpack, couldn't stop. Now I own pretty much all of them. Yeah, the first one I got was the 767, and I was really impressed. Yeah, these clouds do look pretty good. Looks like we're leaving a lot of the overcast conditions behind us. Looks a little bit better. Heading over to Ireland. Wait for sale, probably at summer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there should be a summer sale, 4th of July sale, all that good stuff, especially on the XPlane store. So, alright, so there is our top of descent. It looks like. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, V-Scratcher, absolutely. $80 is is just a base cost. Yeah, then you're looking at hundreds for add-ons, really. Yeah. It can get expensive. It can get expensive, but it is worth it, I think. Black Shark, absolutely. I mean, I got XPlane 11 for like $60 or £60, I think. And never had any payware, so everything in XPlane 11 during its whole lifespan was freeware using the Zebra 737, and that gave me what 5-6 years of enjoyment, and the amount of knowledge I gained from using XPlane 11 was crazy. So yeah, best $60 or £60 I've ever spent, to be honest with you. Did you see the new detailed maps for XPlane 12.1? What do you mean? I'm not sure I've seen that. Spent like 500-700 in total with all my add-ons and base sim so far. Yeah. Before you know it, I don't really want to add up how much I've spent, so... yeah, I'm sure it surprised me though. I bought XP12 a few weeks after it released. Maybe I regret it at first, but now I did not. Yeah, absolutely. I bought it the literal day it released. PC was nowhere near good enough to handle it, so I just couldn't use it for about 5 or 6 months until I upgraded my PC. But yeah, it's brilliant. Stratosphere 777-300 good freeware. I need to try that again. I did try it a few months ago. It was decent at the time. Managed to save up for the TCA yoke, €350 for the best spent for this. Oh, the TCA yoke is brilliant. I'm using it right now and I love it. So good. Default airport's really good. Bought a Payware airport Microsoft Flight Sim. Just for it to look like an XPlane default airport. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the default airports in XPlane are brilliant, and there's really no need for, well, you don't have to buy Payware to enjoy it. You know, Microsoft Flight Sim, the default airports are atrocious. I despise them. It's really difficult to enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim if you don't have a bunch of Payware airports. You know, there is good freeware out there as well, but not all of them are still compatible and or updated. So. Detail maps in the release notes. You can use custom decals. Oh, interesting. Very good for VATSIM. Yeah, XPlane 12 is good for VATSIM. Is there a good Keflavik scenery for XPlane 12? I think Zometry do a Keflavik scenery, but I haven't tried it myself. So I'm not too sure, but Zometry I'm pretty sure are normally okay. Although I do fly from Keflavik a lot, so maybe I'd look at picking that up. We'll see. Just again, anyone having issues downloading Sim Market, taking like a day or two to download a 1 gig file, but other websites do fine. Oh really? Yeah, it should not take that long. Maybe their servers are just really slow. I'm not too sure. Is your main volume all the way down on the EFB? Yes, so when I'm using the sound pack, the volume here is all the way down, and then the Mango Studio sound pack. So we've got the plugin interface here, and then I use this B2 script here to adjust my sounds. To avoid FF sounds, yeah, absolutely. Mango Studios recommend you turn that main volume down. So, descending nicely here. Let's in advance just get the QNH for EICK, which is Cork, so 1015. We will remember that. Show EFB again. Yep, absolutely, there it is. So yeah, that's my sounds. Absolute minimum. $95 download, 9. Yeah, Nick should be okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Maybe try a different browser or something, potentially. Yeah, not too sure. Or maybe maybe Windows Defender or some sort of antivirus is affecting your download speed, scanning all your files or something. I've seen that happen before. Yeah, in the last Windows update, Windows reactivated Windows Defender for me, so I had it off. It always causes issues. They turned it back on, suddenly getting stutters in XPlane, until I realized that the Windows update had basically reset all my Windows settings again, so that's not fun. Windows updates are the absolute bane of my existence. They just change all my settings and then I have to go back and change everything back to how I like it. All the optimization stuff I've got done in the Windows settings all gone when I update Windows. We can ignore that too. True, I'll try like Opera or Edge. Yeah, for reference, I've been using Firefox and that seems to work okay. But yeah, try a different browser. I think it's time for another flyby. It's been sat in the cockpit too long. Beautiful. I do think the 767, 757 cockpits, just the general design, the colour, looks so nice. Oh, and I did, just before the stream, also implement the shadow fix to make the shadows really sharp from our good friend Q8 Pilot, who did a video on that. So that is all working in 12.1 as well, which I'm really happy to see. Now we have some super sharp shadows, as you can see. Looks very nice. Oh, not too far to go. So by Vapor we need to be above flight level 080, which we should be. So that's fine. Sad they got rid of the 777 colours for 777X. Oh really? Oh yes, I use Q8 Pilot graphic settings all the time. Yes, absolutely. His graphic settings, his optimization videos, NVIDIA control panel optimization videos, all of that stuff. Very, very useful indeed. Can you show us a map so we can see where you are? Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see here. We can use Avi tab here, go to map, let it load. And this is where we are. So we took off from Stansted around here. Cork is not far in front of us. So, yeah. Just entering Irish airspace, actually. Yeah, Avi tab really useful for this kind of stuff. Definitely. Let's go back to our charts. What do you set FBO cam size to? 8192, I believe it was. Are you using CUDA engines? I am indeed. And they look absolutely magnificent. Look at that. Yeah, very nice. Don't know why it took me so long to decide to install CUDA, because yeah, I regret not doing it earlier. They are very, very nice. Had the same problem with the download a couple of times. Increase the priority in dashboard. Can you show me after LROP? Yes, I can for sure. Drop down around 1 hour. Thanks for the help. Oh, brilliant. Good. Sim Heaven is really nice. You will get an error in 12.1. But there's a patch on the forums, and Sim Heaven on their website actually posted a link to that patch. I installed that today and it looks really, really good. For some reason I get really blurry PFDs in XPlane 12. Any reason why? Is your potentially running out of VRAM on your PC? If you put your texture settings too high, it'll start to sort of condense the textures down, make them lower resolution to save VRAM, so maybe that's why. PFDs in XPlane 12 are generally a little bit you know, blurrier than sort of Microsoft Flight Sim, but when you zoom in, they are better for sure. For me, they're okay, definitely readable. Card on 757 is completely messed up. Left engine, the effects are messed up. Right side mixes with the default engine. Followed everything step by step. Well, I have a video coming out, so Caleb, you might want to try again, maybe. Patch works well. It does. Yes, I installed it just today, just earlier today, and it works really well. Yeah. So let's see, where are we? Vapor, we are going to be above flight level 080, so we're looking good. At 14,000, So it should be okay here. See, when I got the 767, I was like, should I get 767, 757, considering they are sort of similar? I went with the 767 and I love it. I really do love the 767, but I do like the 757 now as well, so yeah. Really enjoyed both of them. First, RCAS must not be higher than 25%. Secondly, FSR super sampling must be default resolution. Yes, absolutely. Please can't check. I do have RCAS on 100% right now though, so that doesn't seem to affect my performance, but it makes everything look really nice and sharp. So I do have RCAS on 100%. Where can we download delivery? It's not released yet, but I will be releasing it fairly soon, and I'll put a download link when it releases. I just need to finish up some stuff, do all the variants. I've only done the freighter variant at the moment, but I do need to do the passenger variant for the 200 and the 300. And then yeah, I'll release delivery. 767-300 is great. It is. I really enjoy the 300. I do. I flew the 200 2 or 3 times, and that's a really nice little aircraft as well. Try that out. Been having issues with RCAS recently. We'll try it out. Looks nice. Thank you. Thank you. LR recommended not higher than 27%. Oh, really? Interesting. I'll do some experimenting with that tomorrow, I think. So let's zoom in on the ND a little bit. I also do want to get a fix in, so I do want to do EICK runway. What runway are we? 3-4. And we'll do a 10 nautical mile fix around that. Lovely. Got a little ring there. Right. Landing lights and runway turnoffs can go on as we get down below 10,000. And let's see what VNAV is doing here. That's default XPlane terrain. That I do have orthos for Cork, but we're not inside that area yet. So the custom scenery I'm using at Cork was given to me by a good friend, and then I have modified it just a little bit. So it isn't a scenery you can download at the moment, unfortunately. Do you like the modern PFDs or classic? I'll be honest, I've used the modern PFDs about twice, and then I always use the classic. I much prefer the classics. I don't know what it is. I just have a bit of an affinity towards the older aircraft. You know, like the A300, the 757, 767s. Yeah, I like the older ones, to be honest with you. If I want really modern stuff, I'd go and fly an A320, so... Yeah, no, I like the modern PFDs on the 757, but the modern display, their flight factor is very, very good. The only times I've used it is when I was reviewing it, really, so yeah, that's just a personal preference then. I love the A300. Oh, I love the A300 too. It is such a nice aircraft. We can clear ourselves down to 6,000 now, based on the chart. And we're looking good. Speed's looking good. I'm going to take the speed manually and go down to 220. And yeah, very overcast conditions. I'm also going to set our QNH, which was 1005. And a little click spot here. So at the moment, you can see that the first officer's altimeter is not synced with ours. We click this little click spot here, the screw. There we are. Syncs up the first officer side as well. Really nice. Yeah, A300 is great. Maybe we'll fly that next. Actually, that is a good idea. Maybe we'll fly the A300 in our next stream. Or maybe the Beluga. You guys pick. Hey, thank you very much for your sky check. We'll try and butter this landing. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, so you guys will be able to hear rain sounds right now. That's just because of an issue with 12.1. But Mango Studios are getting that fixed, I believe. Just a difference in the way that the rain effects are sort of, I don't know, what would the word be? Engaged, I guess, in XPlane 12.1. Having said that, it is raining, apparently, so maybe it's not an issue. It is apparently raining when we are above the clouds, so that's an interesting one. I can see it on my screen, it's quite faint, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it on, you know, after YouTube compresses the stream and all that, but... yeah, it's very quiet for me as well. So maybe you guys won't be able to hear it over me talking. DHL livery, absolutely. So we're going to be at 6,000 by Robvo. And then we can go down to Gosda at 3,000. And we are now well and truly into IFR conditions. You can always do a 10 nautical mile fix on the airport. Yep, I have done that. I always do a 10 nautical mile fix. It's great for situational awareness. Right, so let's clear ourselves down to 3,000 now. Get back on VNav. 3,000, which is a platform altitude. So if we look at the charts here, we're going to be at 3,000. Max 220, we are at 220 knots, so that's fine. Oh, it sped us back up, didn't it, when I selected VNav. So we'll go down to 220 again. So, ILS chart here, fairly standard stuff. Our platform is 3,000. Actually, we need to look at our minimums, which is 661. So let's get that set. So it is 660. So that's set. And yeah, everything is looking good. Although we do need to be descending here, so I'm going to pull the speed brake a little bit. Right, there's the descent coming in now, lovely stuff. We might be high here, but let's see what happens. What does a fix help? It's situational awareness, really. So I've got a 10 nautical mile ring around the airport. So when I hit that green dotted line, I know I'm 10 nautical miles away. It's situational awareness. You can really use it however you want. Alright, I think we can stow the speed brake now, because we should be fine. Looking good. At that point, let's go down to 180. And we'll set flaps 1 shortly. Our landing speed today is... I'm going to add 5 knots to that. So we're going to do one... It says 132 there, so we're going to do 137. Not going to let me do that. We'll do 30. There we are, 30, 137. That looks good to me. Go flaps 1. Do you still use RXP enhancer after 12.1 update? Still having issues, so no, unfortunately not. It still has issues. And alright, so let's activate the approach. We are on the glide slope and on the localizer. Lovely. Fixed ring helps to set speeds and flaps. Goal is to be as stable as possible before 1,000 feet when you have to be ready to land. Absolutely. And look at our lovely auto we have here as it clears up for us just a little bit. So we are at 160. Flaps can go to flaps 5. And I think we're going to be heading back into cloud. So I'm going to get the wipers on just in case. I know we shouldn't really have it on a dry windshield, but we're going to be heading to this cloud in a second. How far are we? 7 miles, so we'll go gear down 160. And get flaps 15 out. I'll just readjust my mic here for a second. You know, I think we're going to be under the clouds, so we might not need the wipers. But all the lights are on. Recall. Looking good. 6 miles out. There's the airport. Let's go down to 137 now. Alright, so that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. So, there's the airport in sight. We're on the glide slope and the low glide, so we can go flaps 30 now. And I'm going to disarm the auto throttle, my aircraft. Yeah, let's land this. Flight director's making me pitch down quite a lot. Aircraft is a bit out of trim, so let's get that trimmed. Don't think we've forgotten anything here. We're looking good. And I'll take a look at chat once we land. A bit fast. All correct. Looking nice and stable there. I was expecting much worse conditions, but it's actually pretty nice. Lovely ortho as well. This is using ARC. Aircraft handles really nicely. Lovely flight model. We have a wet runway. You can already see the puddles from here. Look at all these custom placed trees as well. Lovely. Bit off center line, but we'll correct. A little bit high and a little bit fast. Come on, get it down. Oh, what a floater. We really floated that one. Manual braking. Show the reversers there. And alright, we'll take, you know what, we'll take this exit here. Lovely. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Very much a floater, but we're here. Welcome to Cork, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go over to the cargo stand. Flaps can go up, so the speed brakes. And right, right, cargo terminal is off to our left. So, right, landing lights can go off. Our strobe light can go off, and let's get the... Oh, I've done that so many times today. And we'll head off over here to the cargo ramp. Take a look at chat here. Is live with a good in this sim? It is. Wing stretch, marble stowed. ARC is best for UK, right? Yes, in my opinion. Is it same in Europe? In Europe, it really depends. Between ARC and Bing is, you know, generally. It depends on the area. Very nice scenery. This is an Orbx here in Ireland. We had Orbx in the UK, but yeah, very nice indeed. Thank you very much, Star Trek. Yeah, that was a floater. That really was an absolute floater. Yeah, so these ground textures here I did myself. Not the lines, just the ramp texture is what I modded. here in WED. Right, let's see. We're going to go into this stand. Is that a stand? Difficult to see. It is a stand, so we're going to go into this stand here. Looks like the front nose gear suspension is really bouncy. Or is it just me in 12.1? It looks really bouncy. But anyway, runway turnoffs can go off. This click spot is very broken. But yeah, we'll turn in. Hopefully we'll get a marshaller. Alright, it doesn't look like we're going to get a marshaller. Will auto DGS work? Nope, because we're at a custom airport. Alright, we'll do it the old fashioned way, I guess. We'll go to the last one here. Oh, brakes are really touchy, yeah. Alright, so we'll set the parking brake. Yep, parking brake definitely set. We'll switch over to the APU gen. Can disconnect the engine gens. Bleed can come on. Kill the engines here. We'll take a look at the replay in just a second. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cork. Did a really nice flight in MSFS. So I suggest you LROP to LIMC. Got to see the Alps. Oh yeah, that is a beautiful part of the world. Definitely. I really like the bounce on the braking. Yeah, it's quite cool. I think they've refined it. It looked really good, actually. So anyway, auto brake off. Let's see here. Flight directors can go off as well. And TCAS can go off. Weather radar off. Fuel pumps can go off as well. Get these back to off. Get these off. Window heat can go off. And we'll go for a quick shutdown here. Just getting absolutely everything off. Limiters off. Emergency exit lights off. All our lights are off. We've got a logo light off as well. Utility bus off. Pumps. EECs. Yaw damper. IRSs. APU can go off. And there it is. So let's take a look at the replay. I'm just going to finish the flight on Volanta here in the background. Landing rate according to Volanta, minus 24 feet per minute. I don't think it was quite that good. So let's take a look then at this replay. No worries, Thomas. It's my pleasure. Thank you for being a member on the channel. Your support does mean a lot. And let's see if we can find a landing here. Once it loads. If it loads, don't crash on me, please. And it crashed on me. Oh, okay. Well, XPlane has crashed, and I'm aware that for you guys, it's going to be a completely blank screen. That's unfortunate. What we are going to do is we can't watch the replay. I was looking forward to watching that replay, actually. Sorry about that. You know, XPlane replay doesn't crash for me unless I'm streaming. And even then, it's not very often that it crashes. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It never normally crashes. You know, I'm doing 3 or 4 flights a day, you know, off stream, and it doesn't crash on replay. So no idea what's going on with that. Maybe it's OBS. But we're going to load into LROP for one of the viewers here wanted to see it. So we can do that. And yeah, but it is a beta. Absolutely, VCAR check. It is definitely. Got to keep that in mind. I was looking forward to watching that landing, even if it was an absolute floater. 757 is a bit floaty sometimes, maybe because I added 5 knots onto the approach speed there. That could have been it. But yeah, that was a real floater. We'll take a look at LROP here. That's completely fine, and then we'll call it a day. That was a really, really enjoyable stream. RMZ, I see you joined the Discord. Welcome. And yeah, we'll be back again on Thursday. And I think we'll be flying the INI A300 there. Okay, so select the RB211s. Load in here. And alrighty, here is LROP. So let's take a look around. I don't have any orthos for the area. So it would look significantly better if I had orthos, but this is LROP Airport here. We can go closer to the terminal area. This is all default. So, yeah. Got some Tarom aircraft with like ATR-72s, it looks like. Yep, Tarom 737. Some Wizz aircraft, Ryanair aircraft. Some sort of aircraft without a cockpit. Interesting. But yeah, it looks pretty good, nice and unique. Looks like a pretty cool airport, actually. We'll have to fly here in one of my streams. We'll get some ortho downloaded for sure. And yeah, 757. Looking very nice there. It's not bad for default. Once you get orthos, it'll look a lot better. But it's not bad for default, in all honesty. So we'll go back to our lovely CUDA Cargo 757 here. Right, so thank you all very much for watching the stream. That was really, really enjoyable. Sorry that we crashed during the replay, but not much we can do about that. We will be back on Saturday in the INI A300. I believe I'll get that scheduled shortly for you guys. Do remember, if you do want to pick up a Mango Studio sound pack, then you can use DrishalMAC2 for 20% off. And they are very, very good sound packs indeed. So, thank you all very much for watching. Do subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And I shall see you in the next one.